Yo, Duckman was one of the first, when it come to cartoons, true red pill. I know there's others, but Duckman was red pill, bruh. Only lasted 4 seasons and 70 episodes. He was definitely a Mgtow as well, too. I wonder why Duckman was canceled. So it says here,
as a result, we really weren't able to build a solid viewership from that side. It sort of developed a cult following, sure, and that's why budget issues we were canceled. Duckman never got really high ratings, and we were on an odd network.
Now that's crazy. I thought back then it was lit. Like that show was the truth. But who would have thought that they wasn't getting high ratings? After airing in syndication, the series gained a cult following. Spin-off media include volume DVDs released from 2008 to 2009, a comic book collection released by Topps between 1994 and 1996, a complete series DVD set released in 2018, and a video game entitled Duckman, The Graphic Adventures of a Private for Microsoft Windows. I wonder if I played that video game. The series was listed among IGN's top 100 best animated TV shows in 2009 and received 3 nominations at the Primetime Emmy Awards. Yeah, this all stems from the 90s. But I didn't catch wind to Duckman until the 2000s. Duckman was the truth, man. It dealt with so many issues, and I see people on the internet saying, we need Duckman now. I don't know if they'll bring that back. But you can go watch it. The episodes on Amazon, and some of them on YouTube. Check them out, yo. Duckman was my favorite cartoon, man. But it always came on so late. My father was like, you gotta go to bed, turn the TV off. I was so mad because I used to wanted to watch it, so I had to sneak and watch it at times. Remember those days when you had to sneak and watch your favorite show late at night because it was past your bedtime? Who remember that? Boy, those were the golden years, man. But that was one of my favorite shows. And looking back at it now, I didn't realize how Mgtow and Redpill Duckman really was, and how he dealt with feminism. With like what was her name? Was it Bernice? Because I know he lost his wife in a car accident, Beatrice. I don't know if her sister was Bernice, but they was always going back and forth like Martin and Pam. It was like that. They was like Tom and Jerry. And she spewed a lot of feminist rhetoric. He would clap back with Redpill and Mgtow rhetoric. That show today would definitely get canceled right away. They already got rid of Pepe Le Pew, right? I don't know if that will work today, y'all. But just go back and watch some of them episodes, especially the one when Duckman and, his once wife, her sister, was going at it. Then it was like a domino effect. Then everybody in the community started going back and forth. And then next thing you know, they took it to like the United Nations or the Supreme Court or whatever, and they made it like a law or something where men and women had to separate. They couldn't be, they wasn't dealing with each other. The women got the east side of the world and the men got the west side, if I'm not mistaken. It's crazy because it looked like that's where we're headed. So women had their world, men had their world, and neither of the genders was messing with each other anymore. But guess who hurt it the most? The kids. Which is crazy. Later in the episode, the kids is what brought them back together, and the women started missing the men, and they started realizing that they just miss a man's touch. And then the men started missing the women. But it hit the women harder than anything. And I'm like, we ain't too far from that. But that society definitely wouldn't survive. Men and women were created for each other at the end of the day. We both need each other. There's no getting around this. Why can't people see that is beyond me. But y'all just give me y'all opinion and y'all thoughts on this. If you ever watched any of these episodes. Duckman was Mgtow and Redpill. This has been going on. This is not a new phenomenon is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This has been going on. This is just one aspect of it. There's many other shows. But it's crazy, man. 20-something years later. And a lot of what was going on in the Duckman series, you could rewind it and look back and be like, wow, what they were talking about in the 90s is now going on now. People in the industry are ahead of us by 20 years. We're just now catching up to the information and knowledge that they know. That's why I really don't have a lot of respect for these celebrities. Because they've known a lot of this stuff and they just tell us in codes. And I get it. They can't really put it all out there because they'll end their careers and probably their freedom or their life. That's what they signed up for. But yeah, we're all just now catching up. They've known this for 20-something years ago. And there's certain things that they didn't even know that they're learning too. Y'all think we the only ones who's watching everybody on YouTube speaking their truth, speak their knowledge and information? They're learning too. There's certain puzzles missing that they didn't know. Oh, that makes sense. Exactly. It's your boy Donnie, man. Wow. Anyway, I'm out.